16 people have starved to death in the last few days in the Syrian town of Madaya. That's according to the medical charity Doctors Without Borders. The humanitarian situation in besieged towns like Madaya is one of the major concerns of Syria's main opposition group, the HNC, and representatives from the HNC who have arrived in Geneva for UN peace talks. McGregor Wood reports.
For months, the rebel-held town of Madaya has been encircled by Syrian government forces and their allies. Inside, at least 30 people starved to death last year. But earlier this month, aid convoys did get through with food and medicine. But it was not enough, and the siege was quickly reimposed.
Despite the convoy that brought in food, they didn't bring enough therapeutic food, which is what you need to treat malnutrition. So we're hearing extremely worrying things from inside. There are no medical staff left inside Madaya, so the situation is pretty desperate.
Madaya is just one of over a dozen towns enduring brutal siege conditions in Syria. Most, but not all, imposed by government forces. The UN says 400,000 people are directly threatened.
What people need is not humanitarian aid. They need to lift the siege and open corridors, and then people will be able to manage their life and needs. But unfortunately, there is no hope.
Lifting of these sieges is the principal demand of the opposition delegation that will take part in these proximity talks here in Geneva. It's the condition they set for coming. And they claim they have assurances from the UN that the situation on the ground will change soon.
Our people, our children are getting death by Russian airstrikes, by starving to death. We are here to put an end to this one. Then we go to negotiation. We are here to make this a success. We are ready to start negotiation, but at least we should see something, on ground there in Syria.
On Friday, the Syrian government delegation held its first meeting with the UN Special Envoy. Their fortunes on the battlefield have improved with the help of their Russian allies. It's not clear they're in the mood to compromise at these talks. The first session of the proximity talks will be on Monday. The starving people of Madaya will be hoping for a breakthrough. McGregor Wood, TRT World, Geneva.